Hello, my name is Juanes, and we are going to look at the introduction to rhetoric. Okay, rhetoric has more than 200 years since its creation, and in all this time, many people have had discussions for and against rhetoric. For example, Platon, who distrusted rhetoric because he considered that it manipulates the audience. However, different groups and characters in history have used rhetoric effective for important social, cultural, and political change. Now, let's look at what is rhetoric. For Aristotle, rhetoric is the ability in a particular case to identify persuasion. For persuading does not have an automatic technique, so it is important to have a clear understanding. Rhetoric is divided into genres. The first genre is deliberative. In this, one seeks to convince an audience to make a decision and act. It is used in social movements to follow an idea. Nowadays, it is said to be a commercial speech to convince people to buy a product. Okay, the second is forensic. This is that of the courts to determine guilt or not of a crime and responsibility. The last is epidictic. This is seeks to promote values to the community at times of ritual or ceremonies, with the aim of rendering to audience of the values they share. From the Greek and Roman education taught by Cicero and Quintilian, the steps of rhetoric are: first, invention. What is to be said, the main points and content of the message. Second, organization. It is ordering what is said, how is said. The third is the style. The message to the audience must be clear and pleasant. It is usual visual effects for a better understanding. The next is memory. These are those strategies to retain and internalize the information. Nowadays, it is not so relevant because it used at such as PowerPoint. Rhetoric has some artistic proofs that are: the first is logos. This seeks to convince with arguments or evidence to support the claims. The next is ethos. It is the character or credibility of the speaker. And the last is pathos. This is the emotions appeal to the mood of the audience. These can manipulate and generate ethical distortions, but are necessary to persuade combined with the other artistic evidence. Finally, Aristotle proposed a rhetoric triangle that establish the relevant parts when using rhetoric and is composed of: author is the sender, speaker, or the person who imparts a message. Next is the audience, the recipients of the message. And finally is the message or text. This comes out of the relationship between the author and the audience. The purpose of this is to persuade the audience, and for this it is important to think about the relationship between the source and the message, considering its content. Okay, thank you for listening my video, and I hope see in a next opportunity. Bye bye.